Working for Sheffield City Council means that there are some rules and procedures which apply to your job. Rules. This means activities you are responsible for at work placement. When you work for Sheffield City Council, you have to have good behaviour. You should treat people with respect and not be dishonest. Sheffield City Council employees must read the Code of Conduct and follow the rules in it. Code of Conduct. It's a book which includes lots of guidelines how to behave towards people and your work. If there is something you are unsure about, you can always ask your manager or supervisor. Policy 1. Health and safety. You must always do your job safely. To make sure you do not put the public, e.g. clients from reception, other employees, e.g. colleagues, or yourself at risk, you must follow the health and safety policy. Policy 2. Unacceptable behaviour. You must report to your manager or supervisor if you have any concerns that someone's behaviour isn't acceptable, e.g. you would notice that someone is stealing, telling lies, using rude language, or bullying and discriminating others. Discrimination. This is when someone is treated unfairly because of something. People are sometimes discriminated against because of their age, because of the colour of their skin, or because they have a disability. Policy 3. Gifts and hospitality. You must never accept money or gifts from people who come to our building reception at 33 Love Street. You can only accept small gifts, e.g. pens, diaries or calendars. You must always inform your manager or supervisor about any gifts you have been offered, as this must be recorded in a special book. Policy 4. Facilities to be used for the correct purpose. Facilities. These can be office equipment, e.g. telephone, computer, fax machine, paper, pens and other stationery. Anything that belongs to the council, e.g. telephones, computers, paper, pens and any other stationery, can only be used for council business. You must always ask your manager or supervisor for their permission to use above things for private business. If you have manager's permission and you use, e.g. council telephone, you must pay for this. Policy 5. Equalities. Equalities. This means everyone having the same chances to do what they can. Some people may need extra help to get the same chances. Working for the council means that you should always be fair, open and friendly when you deal with others. You should treat everyone equally, whether someone is your friend or a member of the public. You should show respect for service users, colleagues and elected members. Policy 6. Information and confidentiality. Information. This means messages we pass on to each other every day. Working for the council means that you will have contact with lots of personal or other information. You must always take special care when handling personal and confidential information, e.g. letter, hearing private conversation about the client, and never share them with other people. If you are not sure how to deal with the information, you must always ask your manager or supervisor. Slide 11. Policy 7. Dress and personal appearance. When you work for the council, you represent your service and council. You must dress in a way that is appropriate for your workplace and the work you are doing. You must be clean and tidy and make sure you have good personal hygiene. Policy 8. Alcohol. While you are at work, you must be in a good condition to do your job safely. Therefore, you must not drink alcohol. Before you start work, during your working hours, during a lunch break from work, on any other break during your working day, during conferences, meetings within working hours. If you drink alcoholic drinks at work time, you may lose your job. Policy 9. No illegal drugs. Illegal, this means against the law. While you're at work, you must be in good condition to do your job safely. Therefore, you must not use illegal drugs or prescription drugs that have not been prescribed to you before or during work. If this happens, the council may have to contact the police to report you, and you may lose your job. Policy 10. Rules, duties and responsibilities. Duties. These are things the law says a public body must do. Working for the council means that you must always do your duties properly. You must always follow instruction and ask your manager or supervisor if you are not sure about anything. Policy 11. Communications with the media. Media. The media is things like newspapers, magazines, television and radio. You should not talk to newspapers' journalists. You should talk with your manager or supervisor before you give any information about your job to newspapers' journalists.